We at the port now? Yes, we are. And here's the wolf fort. It's really peaceful here. I guess we don't need to worry about Calvert invading us and stealing our puppies or something, huh? Quite a difference compared to the Hacking Gate. Of course, unlike my glorious fatherland, Calvert and Blybell are easy friends. Sorry about that. And Erebonia's done nothing to deserve different. I imagine our relationship with Calvard was something to do with it. Although, beyond the gate is a mountain pass that would be difficult for a full army to pass through. And that's why the gate is so small as well, as I recall. Ah yes, far different from the Hacking Gate, which faced onto a great open road. The hell's with the chickens though? It's embarrassing. Whatever. Let's get to asking some questions. We should probably say hi to whoever's in charge first. Right. Great weather again today, huh? I guess it's just the, little inn shop by Val Magma Roast. And just let me check something. Oops, today's I opened something up by accident. Don't need that. Okay, now we're good. I should probably talk to him. Ah, you're the braces the guild called ahead about, right? Here to investigate the earthquake? From what Miss Kolika said on the phone. Ah, yeah, that's right. Wow, I keep forgetting how thorough Kolika is. She even keeps us on our toes every now and then. Anyway, we'll do everything we can to help. Cheers. To start with, how about you explain how the earthquake went down? Well, let's see. The earthquake happened here 3 days ago at roughly 1700 hours. The quake itself wasn't all that strong, and only lasted 10 seconds. Still though, earthquakes rarely ever happen around here. Some of my men are spooked, let me tell you. The part that spooked me though, once I contacted Command at Leston Fortress to report, they told you that no other part of the region had experienced an earthquake, yes? Exactly right, miss. And it wasn't just Leston. Even Sanctime Gate didn't feel anything, and they're practically up the damn road. I called into Zeiss and Elmo and learned they felt nothing either. It's like I said. Speaking of which, did you hear there was an earthquake in Zeiss today? Yeah, I heard about that. And that's the thing, we didn't feel so much as a warbler here. Localized earthquakes that only strike small specific areas? Not what I would call the most natural thing in the world. Well, that covers a quake. Anything else happen that caught your attention aside from that? Like, did you see anyone strange? No, I've heard no meaningful reports from my men. It's possible they saw something so minor I didn't feel the need to report it to me immediately though. Feel free to ask some questions, maybe jog their memories a bit. Sure, thanks sir. Let's go talk to the gate guards. What, do you need something? Yeah, we're with the Bracer Guild. We'd like you to help with our investigation. I don't mind, but please keep it short. Estelle asked if anything suspicious had happened before or after the quake. Earthquake? You mean the one 3 days ago? The day the earthquake happened was just a normal day. If anything suspicious had happened, I'd have reported long ago. I see. Seemed like this was a swing and a miss. Is that all you needed? Yeah, that's plenty. Sorry to disturb your work. No problem, we're both on the job, after all, aren't we? Well then, if you'll excuse me. Stop. We're from the Bracer Guild. I hope we're not disturbing you, but could you answer some questions? Oh, sure. Still ask the soldiers about any odd things you might have seen when the earthquake happened. Odd things? I was, checking the light blocking abilities of my hat when the quake hit. I thought the chief was yelling at me at first. But no, I didn't see anyone around. I mean, I thought it was a prank at first, not an earthquake. It wasn't really all that strong. This isn't so much a strange occurrence as it is an admission that you're awful at your job. But to sleep standing, that is a rare skill, Estelle. I, however, can consume an entire full-course meal while asleep on a sofa. How do you consume an... Never mind, I was gonna say, how do you consume an entire full-course meal while asleep? And I also remember One Piece. I'm pretty sure Luffy just consumes food while he's asleep as well. I think. I can't remember. I swear in One Piece that happened as well. Oh well. Why the hell are you trying to brag about that? So, was there anything else you can remember at all? Actually, Henan said he saw something weird, but... Something weird? Well, this was the day before the earthquake, mind you. One of the other guards here, Henan, asked if anyone passed through the gate. When I told him I hadn't seen anyone, he just shook his head. Well, that's curious. I wonder what that was about. He might be able to tell us something. Let's go talk to this Henan guy. Henning? Oh, not probably Henning. No, I don't think I can... I'm getting the pronunciation wrong. You will. Oh, hello. What is it? Hey, we're from the Bracer Guild. We've got a couple of questions about that earthquake a few days back. Oh, yeah. Gotta say, it was a surprise. First time I've ever been in an earthquake, I had no idea what was going on. So, what did you want to know? So the thing is, we talked to Braum and... Estelle explained what they heard from Braum. Oh, right, that. Yeah, I did ask him that. You asked if someone had passed through the gate? Yeah, let me explain. So 4 days ago, I just finished my watch and was going off duty. Just as I was leaving though, I saw a weird man coming up the road. A weird man? Was that man garbed in white with a mask, perchance? A mask? No, he wasn't that weird. It was a tall guy wearing a black suit. He also has these black glasses on. Oh. We have a common occurrence between the two. Black glasses? Those could be sunglasses, right? Yeah. They're pretty rare still, so it's likely the same guy. Sunglasses, huh? Anyway, just before we went on break, I saw him coming up the road. Most of the travelers who passed by here stopped in at the bar, so I figured I'd see him inside. I take it he didn't? Yeah, that's the thing. He didn't show, so I asked Braum and he said nobody passed through. And he's a lazy slob, but he ain't so bad at his job that he just let a stranger pass through without checking. Perhaps he had business at your barracks? He may have spoken to your commander, for example. I see. See, I was pretty curious at that point and asked the commander. And he said nobody'd been in there during that time period either. So I have to wonder what happened to that guy I saw. Doesn't seem like he came through. Okay, so this is really suspicious. We should tell Kalika about this. Yeah, no question. Thanks for sharing all of this. Hey, my pleasure. I feel better having gotten it off my chest. Yeah. Oh, we're still not done investigating? I saw I talked. Oh, wait, no, we didn't talk to the bar owner, did we? May I have a moment? Sure, what is it? So we're with the Basic Guild. We'd like you to help our investigation a little if you can anyway. No problem, not like I have any customers anyway. Sorry, I can only remember the earthquake itself. Heck of a surprise that was. When it suddenly hit, I was like, "Grah," I was shocked. So there was nothing that caught your attention before or after the quake? Nothing particularly different from the norm, no. I mean, I was in the bar the whole time, so there wouldn't be a whole lot of that could happen. Ah, yeah, of course. Doesn't seem like there are any leads to follow here. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. No, don't worry about it. Thanks for your cooperation. Okay, who haven't I talked to? Hello again. Were my men helpful? Actually, yeah. Estelle told Pace about the man in sunglasses. So, Henning saw a suspicious man? I just think he has something to do with the earthquakes, but he sounds suspicious regardless. I'll report this to Commander Leston at least. Yeah, thanks. Alright, seems that about wraps it up. Let's get back to Kalika and tell her what we know. Alright. I should probably stop in at the factory if I can, and turn in at the test gun. Hey, you lot. Good, I made it in time. Huh? What do you mean, sir? Has something happened? I contacted Leston about what we talked about previously and heard something surprising. I figured it was up to me to let you know. Oh no. Surprising what now? Wait, don't tell me. Yeah. There was just an earthquake at the Sanctime Gate. What? Hearing this, a storm group rushed the Sanctime Gate. Yes, this is definitely a, probably Ouroboros is doing. Artificially creating quakes. What the hell is with you fool braces? Can't you see we're in the middle of a cleanup after the earthquake? If you have to nose around, I prefer you do it later. Sorry sir, but this is our job. We won't get in the way of the cleanup. Do you mind if we do a little questioning? If HQ hadn't ordered it, I'd tell you a lot to clear out. I've got some urgent business to take care of. You can get the details from my second command, Warrant Officer Talbot. He's in the storage area over there cleaning up. Okay, we'll talk to him, thanks. Just make damn sure you don't interfere with any actual work going on here. Now, if you'll excuse me. Whoa, it really is kind of bad in here. Do you think we should help out a little? I mean, just be friendly? To be honest, I keep your hands to yourself. This is a military facility, remember? There might be secret documents or something scattered around that we aren't supposed to see. Oh, yeah, good point, I guess. Still, this is quite a bit more damage than the city of Zeiss earthquake, isn't it? That didn't cause nearly as much of a mess. The ferocity of the quake should be a primary line of inquiry then, as well as asking about our mystery man. Yeah, that guy in the sunglasses. Well, first things first, let's talk to the second command guy. Yeah, multiple quakes back to back mixed with it seems like they're getting stronger. In here. Crap, this is going to be such a pain to clean up. They all have my hide if it isn't done by nightfall though. Excuse me, sorry to disturb you. And you are? Estelle and company introduced themselves as Braces, and explained they were investigating the earthquake. Ah, I see. Thanks for the concern, even if Dale doesn't share my thanks. You want to know what the situation was like when the earthquake happened, right? Yeah, in as much detail as you can give us. Understood. The earthquake began at roughly 1300 hours, 2 hours ago. The earthquake lasted around 30 seconds and was strong enough to knock down big piled up boxes. Wait, so compared to the quake of Wolford? Well, both. It lasted longer and it was stronger. Yes, the entire earthquake was worse, stronger and longer lasting. And then there was the one in the city. That fell in about the middle, I guess. Meaning then that the quakes are getting more powerful each time. That's kind of bad, isn't it? The situation does seem to be worsening. But these are natural occurrences. I don't see how we could stop them. I don't suppose the Bracer Guild has any ideas. Well, we're not really sure yet. But we're pursuing pursuing a few leads. Speaking of which, did anything weird happen before or after the earthquake? Like, were there any suspicious people walking around? Suspicious people? Come to think of it, Chesley mentioned something about a strange man yesterday. He's playing on the roof if you want to hear details from him. Chesley on the roof, right, thanks. Thanks for helping us out, sir. Not at all. Good luck. So, ow, I bit my tongue. The guy climbed atop the wall when the earthquake hit. He was so shocked by the shaking he almost fell. Had the earthquake been any stronger, he might have really fallen. At least you're lucky in one way, Anton. Boy, that was scary. I almost fell. Here he is. Huh? Who are you guys? You're Private Chesley, right? We're with the Bracer Guild. Mind if we ask you about the earthquake that happened a little bit ago? Estelle's group asked about the suspicious man Chesley saw. Oh right, that guy from yesterday. I don't know if he has anything to do with the earthquake, but I did see a tall man with black sunglasses around. I knew it. It must be the same man seen at the Wolford. So, did you see what this man was doing? Well, he seemed like kind of a tourist, really. Looked at the scenery for a bit, then came down. He sort of caught my attention since you don't see... He sort of caught my attention since you don't see glasses like his often. He didn't say anything to me and walked off, though I didn't have a chance to talk to him. Okay. Did anyone else see this guy, maybe? You know, that's where it gets weird thinking about it. I brought the guy over dinner since it was kinda weird, but practically nobody else even saw the guy. The only one who remembered seeing him was Tammy, who works in the mess hall. Unlike the Wolf Lord, this gate seems quite a bit of traffic, and yet despite this, there are only 2 witnesses? How wonderfully spooky. All the more reason to see what that girl has to say. You said Tammy's in the mess hall, right? Thanks Chesley, you were a big help. No problem, and yes, she should be in the mess hall. Good luck with your investigation. Okay. Knock him over. You, all clean again, thank the goddess. Huh? Hey, you're Tammy, right? We're from the Bracer Guild. Would you mind if we asked you a couple questions? Estelle's party asked Tammy about the man in sunglasses she saw. Oh, him? Yeah. I passed by him on the 2nd floor in the hallway yesterday. I think he was coming down from the roof. That would match what our soldier friend said, yes. Did you exchange any words when you passed? Well, I did say hello. He just kinda grinned in response and said, yo. Oh, just thinking about it makes me all tingly again. He was so wild. Wild? So what, like Agate here? What's that supposed to? This guy was a bit tall on your friend. He has this dark suit, but open really casually at the chest. Right? He looked amazing in it. Oh, and he was wearing a pair of black gloves, I think. So, sunglasses, a dark suit, and black gloves. Right. This guy might as well wear a sign on his head saying, I am sinister. Be suspicious of my evil ways. Fine. Oh, I wouldn't say suspicious. He just had a scent of danger about him. You know, that dangerous tough guy charm, right? Right. Anyway, so you just passed by and said hi, and didn't see him afterwards, right? Yeah, unfortunately. I, chased after him a little bit. I thought we could, get to know each other, or anyway. I lost track of him in a weird way. A weird way? How so? It'll be easier to show you. Follow me. Excuse me, Sanders. Can I step out for a moment? Yeah, go ahead. Just get back before the dinner rush. So this is where I passed him, right here. He went walking in this direction. I turned to follow him after a moment, figuring I'd chat with him, right? Okay. When I turned, I saw that door over there closing. So I thought he must have stepped out. Here's my chance to talk to him before he leaves. So I followed him, but... by the time I screwed up my courage and came out, he was nowhere to be seen. In other words, I lost him, but I lost him here. Lost? But wait a sec. How is that possible? This is a dead end, isn't it? Yeah, and there's no way he could have jumped from this height, right? I figured I made a mistake and thought he went somewhere else. I looked all over at the same time for him, but I never saw him. It kinda makes me want to jump off the end there. I missed my chance. Ah, you poor kitten. If it would please you, I could help you forget such lesser men. Knock it off. No one deserves that kind of trauma. Anyway, I think we have a pretty good idea of what happened. Thanks. Sorry we had to drag you out here. You're welcome. So, is he some kind of wanted man? A super skilled cold-blooded assassin on the run from the Bracer Guild? I, don't know about that, but he's definitely a dangerous guy. Look, if you see him again, don't go near him, okay? Trust me. But he's so cool. Aww, oh well. Anyway, I've got some things to repair, so excuse me. And keep up the good work, everyone. There's no way he could have jumped from this height, huh? Estelle, does that remind you of anyone? Yeah. That silver-haired monster who jumped off the top of Gransel Castle. The man we know as Lawrence. If the others are like him, I think they could jump from here and survive. Yeah. Don't think there's any doubt about who our sunglasses guy is now. Another enforcer of Ouroboros, just like the Phantom Thief then. No doubt about it. We're definitely done investigating. Let's get back to the guild house. So that's all done. We just need to report. I think before we report, however, we go turn this one in, assuming nothing triggers along the way. Because you never know. We'll see once we get there if something triggers or not. Report. Hey, come to report. Yeah, we fought the battles. Well then, allow us to report the results to date. Olivier reports the current results of the test to Carl. Yep, seems like you've fought enough. Man, it looks like you worked pretty hard too. Huh? Thanks. As but a humble assistant, it was the least I could do. So, Olivier, was there any problems? No, absolutely no problems. Stable trajectory and a perfectly centered balance. I'm eager to see a fine piece of work like this out on the market. Phew. Thank goodness. You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. Alright, seems like I can finally see the production phase on the horizon. Oh? It's not going to be mass produced yet? It looks like it's pretty done from my point of view. No, it still needs a bit more time. Now I need to hone in on the fine details for the manufacturing. And I'm able to do that because of the results you got me from this test. This new info should make further research fly ahead. Well, keep up the good work. A new model Orbogun. I'll be expecting great things. Yeah, look forward to it. Oh, right. But one sec before you go. Huh? Was there something else? Yeah, take this with you. It was bothering me a bit that the reward was kinda meager. Well, think of this as making up for that. It's not a bad thing to have a bit of, so please take it. Aw, yeah, thanks. We'll be glad to use it. Well then, if anything else comes up, I'll call you guys. You all take care. See you later. Yep, done. Also, did I put a hit on anyone yet? He's using EP. Fine. Okay, now we're just losing stuff if I put that on. Oh yeah, can I lose? But he has a hit of 20 by default. 20. I think that one has 20. No, because it's just 5 white, so it's not a huge amount. I have a single cast I need. No. We can do probably some upgrades now. Yourself's got 3, Akat's got 2. Chloe and Olivia have none, so. And Olivia had 2, sorry, that's a lie. That's 3. Okay. That we'll have to do for the moment, because that's all I can afford. Oh, okay, because it's a decade water slot, it takes extra water. Septum. What does that give us? 141, 192, 198. So a little bit more. 8 BTs. Peter? Professor, what are you doing here? Oh, Estelle, Agat. Ah, perfect timing. We're finished investigating the earthquakes. So, what is these hunks of junk? Junk? How rude. It's these are the little things I promised you earlier. We can get to that in a moment. First, you did, I assume, investigate the Sanctime Gate earthquake. I'd like to hear what you discovered, both there and at Wolf Fort. Right, okay, so... Estelle reported what they had learned at the fort, the gate, and in the city. So the earthquakes grow stronger with each occurrence, eh? This is quite serious. Assuming the rate of growth you described is constant. Yeah. But one even stronger than the Sanctime one, hitting the city would be really, really bad. And the man in sunglasses seen at all 3 locations? I would say it is all but certain that man is an agent of Ouroboros. Given that, I think helping Professor Russell with his equipment is in our best interest. An experiment? What was this junk? Precisely so. These are septium vein measuring instruments I developed years ago. When placed properly on the ground, they can monitor the flow of the septium vein in real time. Is septium, I know I always ask these questions, but what's the septium vein? They're huge veins of septium ore that run deep beneath the surface of the earth. Oh, sorry. Oh, I don't know what's going on today. Yeah, something is messing with my voice today. The energy flowing along them slowly moves the surface. In the distant past, they were referred to as both earth veins and spirit veins. And I believe in the distant east they're currently called dragon veins, no? Very knowledgeable, just so. The people of East have built their greatest cities on places where dragon veins converge since time immemorial. The ideal has always been to gather the energy of the land and use it to give strength to the nation. Oh, okay then. I learned something. So, these devices can stop earthquakes then? No, I'm afraid not. These will only monitor the flow passively. However, one leading theory is that earthquakes are caused in part by septium veins flows bending the earth. If we monitor the veins, therefore we may be able to discover something about what causes these blasted quakes. I see. That means we just have to make sure to set these up before another earthquake occurs. Right, so 3 devices means 3 places you have in mind, Gramps. I do. Take a look at the map. So, I need you kids to set these up in 3 locations in this region. Firstly on the northern track plains where the stone circle is, specifically. Next, smack dab in the middle of the Chaldea Tunnel. From here it's near the first bridge. And finally in front of Liston Fortress. Here, and here. That's why I need you to place the devices. Okay. I've got that all down. So, do we just need to set them on the ground? I'm afraid it isn't quite that easy. You'll need to insert the sensor needle into the ground at the right angle, and also tune the antenna. An antenna? A transmission device, you mean? So these devices will transmit the information gathered to another location? Hush, you're sharp. The antenna will send the data to our calculating orbit, the Capel. so we can easily analyze the Septium Vein's movements. But with the Capel, we can monitor all 3 locations at once. That sounds pretty cool, I guess. Will you be coming with us to help set this stuff up, Professor? No, I need to prepare the Capel for all this. Tita knows what to do. She can go with you. I get to work with Stella again. Alrighty, Tita's worth her weight in mirror anyway. Agate, you have no complaints, right? With a look like that, no. Just don't daydream too much while fiddling with the machine's short stuff. I feel like if we left you to it, you wouldn't even notice monsters until you were actually in their mouth. Aw, Agate, you're mean. But you'd save me if that happened, right? Rat. Tita cuteness 1, Agate 0. Well then, I need to start tuning the Capel. Once you've placed all the measuring instruments, head to the operations room in the central factory. It will do. Work hard, Grandpa. So, we need to get all these set up before the next earthquake. So let's get to it. Well, before that, our group here is getting a little crowded. It might be a good idea to keep someone here as backup, and make sure we don't go walking around with an army. Your combat party may only be made up of 4 people. From here on out, when the time comes for a party, you may choose members aside from any story-mandated members. I think we take Chloe. I think Tita somewhat fills in Olivia's role, but
together now.
Well then, I shall while away my time upstairs. Should you require a genius's help, you need but say the word. Reserve party members will be on the 2nd floor of the local guild house. By speaking with them, you may swap them out with any party members who aren't mandatory. Yes, this should be okay then. Let's see. So we need to set up instruments in the tunnel, on the North Plains, and in front of Lesson Fortress. Is there any order we should tackle that in? I shall leave that to your judgment. I will, however, contact Leston ahead of you. If we explain our circumstances, I cannot imagine they will take issue with our gathering data in front of their gate. Good idea. Time to move out then. Tita, keep up. Okay. I never fixed up his weapons now I think about it. You can just have the blouse on, that works. And the Gemini boots work too. Let's report everything in. Right, training assistants, done. Done. Anything else? Oh, we do have some new ones. Part search. I'm going missing the factory. That's over at Elmo. Which I'll have to do that like right away, because that's short. Cat's playing monster. Okay, 2 monsters, but also Parts and Elmo for Peeping Tom. Okay, I want to look at Tita's movement. So she gets limited by space courts. I think probably be best to give her an MP2 just because that gives us a lot of flexibility. And we'll put hit free in there. Right, defense can go in there. But we have fire, we have wind, we have a couple different non-elementals. So let's give some more action. Probably not the best setup, but yeah. What level is she? Oh, she's only 40. She's pretty under level compared to everyone else. Okay, definitely can't do anything there. But which floor do I have to go to? Now, missing parts. Which floor was it? Welcome to the Central Factory Maintenance Desk. Are you looking for something? Aren't you looking for us? Me looking for... Oh wait. Ah, you guys are bracers then. Yeah, we saw your request on the board. Ah, thanks for coming. I'm really in a bit of a fix. Anyway, do you have time to hear about the problem? Yep. Yeah, sure. To get right to it, it sounds like you're looking for something. Yes, I'm looking for some small augment parts. I was going around checking to see if the equipment in here was unharmed. And I guess they all spilled out the hole in my pocket while I was moving around. You had a hole in your pocket? Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, so that's totally my mistake. I knew what it was starting to tear, but I was freaking out when the earthquake happened and was just stuffed. And I just stuffed them in my pocket without thinking. So then, they all fell out while you were walking around? I see. I think we get the situation. So then the job's to find those parts? Yes, that's right. But many augment parts are very small. Searching for them sounds like it could be quite the task. Now that you mention it, that does sound like a pain. Yeah, I think so too. But fear not, I have a secret weapon for you. A secret weapon? Please use this. Metal detector. What's this? So this is a bit of an oddball metal detector we've invented. This metal detector can pinpoint specific metals. So in other words, you can select a specific material to search for. That does sound... I guess I just give me a moment, I just felt dizzy for a second for no reason. Okay. That does sound pretty incredible, but what does it have to do with the job? A lot, of course. I think I get it. If we set it to search just for the kinds of metals used in the parts, so it'll only respond to the parts then. Ah, okay. So that's how it works. Yes, exactly. Get close to something that looks promising and use the detector. If there are any parts, there should be some kind of response. Yeah, got it. The machine will help, but we'd like to cut down the areas we have to search too. When you dropped the parts, do you remember where you'd been? I was in the workshop on the 3rd floor and the lab on the 4th. I've already checked the elevator and hallways, so please just focus your search on those 2 rooms. Right, the 3rd floor workshop and the 4th floor... the 3rd floor workshop and the lab on the 4th floor. Alright, got it. I think there should be about 8 parts that I lost. If you could find at least half, it'd be a big help. Well, we'll do our best. If we find any parts, we'll come back here. Yes, please do. I'll also ask you to return the detector then. Got any other info? If not, we'll be going. Ah yeah, there is one more thing. Give the lab on the 4th floor a real one over. I played with Anthony while I was up there for a bit. I'm sure I probably dropped a bunch of parts there. Anthony? You mean the cat living in the factory? Yeah, that Anthony. Anthony? He can be pretty cute, but this time I'm kind of annoyed with him. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to blame him, but I'm sure I lost a lot of parts playing with him. Aww, now I kind of feel bad for him. Well, let's get moving. Good luck, I'm counting on you guys. Roger that, we'll be back when we find something. 3rd floor, and then on to the 4th. Wrong button. Where is it on? Oh, here it is. Let's just keep doing it until we find something. How nearby is nearby? Oh, there we go. And that's one. In the vicinity. I wonder if it's gonna be 4 and 4, because it would be like 5 and 3. Okay, he said 8. Double check here. Yeah, maybe the rest are upstairs in the lab. There's only half of them already, so. Okay, you'd have to be pretty close to get it. I'll play over here. At 6. Okay, 7. Yep. I'm helping Grandpa out again. Man, Professor Russell sure is blessed to have an assistant like you. Unlike my assistant. Enough complaining. Tita, pardon me, you can go back to work. Okay. Bye, Ray. Sure, bet the enticing, oh well. That should... what should I have as my next theme? I can't just stay helping Ray forever. If I waste too much time, I'll just end up turning into his assistant. Another once over of the room. There's those 8 parts. Right. Yeah, 8 in total, and we have 7. I want to think it's going to be 4 and 4 between the 2 rooms. But it did specify to check in here thoroughly, so there might be a 5th. But it doesn't look like it. Right, we'll go back down and check. Right, it's Anthony. Yeah. Found it. Would you look at that? Anthony, you sneaky little cat. You were carrying one of the parts? That one must have been easy to miss. Come to think of it, Eric said he played with him for a bit. Maybe he found the part and carried it back with him. I think so, but... for him to bring it with him? Man. Meow. Sorry, Anthony. We have to take your toy away. We'll get Eric to make it up to you. See you later. Alright, I was right, the cat had the last part. Hey everyone, did you find any parts? It's going okay, I guess. For now we'll put what we've got. Oh, wait, did you? Did you really find all 8 parts? Oh? Did we get them all? Incredible, I'd totally given up. Anyway, If you could give me the parts and the detector. Phew. Thank you so much. I didn't think all the parts would be found. Glad we could help you find them. Will this be enough for the job? Yes, of course. I kind of felt bad making you go this far. Oh, right. That reminds me, I had... Here, take it. Here, please take this. It may not be much, but think of it as a symbol of my sincere and super relief thanks. Wow, thank you. Are you sure we can have it? Yes, don't you worry about it. You really saved my butt. Anyway, thanks again for today. Thanks to you, I should be able to catch back up on the work I was doing. That's good, but you should really fix the hole in your pocket. Yeah, I should probably. Guess I better find a sewing kit. If you need help with that, just contact the guild. We'll arrive anytime. Better needle on hand. Thanks for your thoughtfulness. Anyway, thanks again for today. I hope to see you again. You can leave the feather needle behind though. Yeah, next time. Well then, later. Good. So, while we're over here, we might as well go down to Caldea Tunnel and place the first detector. And then we can go over to Elmo for their dinner with the Peeping Tom.